Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. We're going to be talking about real estate today, and we're going to be talking about a very interesting dynamic, or a way of measuring the health or the sickness of a market. And today we're going to be talking about real estate market. And this is really, really interesting to me. I love this kind of stuff. I love watching how people search for things, telling me if some people are really wanting something or if they're wanting to get out of something. And this, we're going to link this story below in the description. It's out of the hedge, and it's entitled Searches for Sell My House. Sorry, I put down the phone. Sell My House hits its highest point in U.S. internet history. Now that's impressive, right? Not only am I going to be able to use it for a keyword for this video, and hopefully you guys can share this video out and get it out there, because what we're trying to do is wake up people, right, to these different cycles. And it doesn't mean everybody's racing out right now to sell their house, but what it is showing is the interest, or the, oh my gosh, sell my house. That's like people that own homes. That's not somebody that's searching to buy a house because they would say, you know, houses for sale, or I want to buy a house, or how do I buy a house? These are searches for sell my house, okay? It hit an all-time internet history high, okay? So that gives you yet one more glimpse into what is going on in the market, and this is what is called a leading indicator, okay? Just like construction, we've talked about that. New home construction is always the leading indicator of a market top because of how long it takes the construction. I've done those videos before, so we'll just stop right there. Let's dive into this one. Analysis of Google's search data reveals that searches for, quote unquote, sell my house exploded 147% in the United States as of July 2022, the highest level in internet history for America. This comes as Americans are facing rising property and rent costs with fears of a recession looming. Guys, we're in a recession right now. I hate to tell you this. And guess what? I'm not an official from the White House, so I'm not going to blow smoke up your tailpipe. We are in a recession. A recession, this is my, little information blog, is defined as 2 or more consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. We are in an official recession, okay? No matter what Biden and everybody says. All right, here we go. Searches for sell my house exploded. The analysis by luxury real estate platform Ruby Home reveals that searches for sell my house exploded to over double the average volume within the past month, an unprecedented increase in Americans looking to sell their property according to Google search data. The data also reveals that searches for sell my house for cash is also at an all-time high. Those are people that ain't messing around. What does that mean, though? If they want to sell their house for cash, that means they've got to be willing to take a little bit of a concession on their home price, right? Or maybe the what they want involved in that sale, right? So think about this. Who buys houses cash? Well, there are investors that pay cash for a house, but there's also institutions, right? Zillow, Redfin, and those kind of companies. But we've seen in recent history, even dating all the way back to last September, when we saw Zillow's fiasco with their home buying algorithm, where it just went a little wonky and it cost them a lot of money, right? Well, Redfin CEO is also coming out and saying, hey, I'm seeing a softening market. I don't know if I have a lot of confidence right now in the market. And he's trying. I saw an interview he's doing with Bloomberg, and the guy was like trying not to giggle, laugh, and cry at the same time. You can see this guy was totally on edge, because he's like, look, I know what's going on and my company's at risk, and I want to seem cheery, but it's not cheery, okay? Real wages are not keeping up with inflation, regardless of what the CPI numbers are saying. Even if they're saying, oh, inflation's waning, or maybe it's down a little bit, it's coming down a little bit. Doesn't matter. If real wages are not catching up, but they're also going down, we have issues, okay? The same issues yesterday as we did the day before that, all right? Now it says this comes at a time where U.S. housing market sees mortgage rates doubling from this time last year, 5.5% up from 2.8%. And according to Zillow, the average home price in America is up 20.7% on last year at $350,000. That's crazy for a national average. Now it says a spokesperson from Ruby Home commented on the findings. With the rate of inflation skyrocketing in recent years, the value of a house has increased massively, meaning the homeowners and sellers are in a prime position to reap the benefits, especially with any money left over from selling a property, being able to help towards the growing cost of everyday items. With Zillow's report on the average home price in America having risen 20.7% from the last year, it is clear to see why Americans are tempted to sell at this time. It's pretty obvious. However, with affordable housing becoming increasingly challenging to come across throughout America, it would be interesting to see if these figures translate into actual sales and what that may mean for the housing market. So let's stop right here. Look, guys, we're seeing vacation taking a hit, right? And right now we're technically at a seasonal high for travel and leisure, right? So there's a lot of Airbnbs out there, houses that were taken off the market. Now, if you want to talk about a housing shortage, that would be my only case for saying that there is technically a housing shortage. Why? Because a lot of homes have now been taken off the market for families to be raised in, right? Children to be raised in, married couples to enjoy their lives together, or people to retire in, and now they've been turned into a hotel, okay? So there's a lot of those houses on the market right now. And Airbnb numbers are down right now a little bit. And I think there are a lot of people that manage Airbnbs that are going, it's getting a little nutty. And this is the highest time of the year, really, when people are spending time in Airbnbs, right? You know, there's other times like Christmas time and things like that, but really on a large scale, spring and summer are the hot times for Airbnbs. So there's going to be a lot of people out there going, I want to sell, I don't want to sell now. I want to get out and possibly either pay my house off or put the money in the bank and get ready for a dip in the market and try and find some other deals, right? And there's still, remember, there are a lot of people that believe that interest rates are going to come down. Well, quite frankly, the only way interest rates can come down is if the Federal Reserve decides to do an about face, and that's only going to happen if the market starts to crash. And I mean, we're seeing like a 20% down Dow from where it is now, okay? So well into bear market territory it would take for the Federal Reserve to turn about, start dropping interest rates, which would then also cause mortgage rates to fall, right? So my point being is I don't see that happening anytime soon. But there are people that believe that that's going to happen. And if it does, they want to be ready. So they're going to sell their house. So it would only make sense that they would want to sell. Now, with all that being said, guys, I've talked to you guys about my course on how to start a side hustle. I have decided it's that introductory offer for $200. I'm about to raise it, but I am before that in the next week or two. I'm going to add a section on how to start a real estate side hustle because I've been an investor in real estate since 2001. I had a home flipping business and a brokerage, and I used to hold multifamily properties for long-term cash flow, but I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to be very brutal and honest, this part of this course I'm going to put in on. If you want to start a side hustle, this is what I would do right now, because I am not personally buying real estate, but I do have some pointers on how to help you save money in the process, but also to really protect your finances. Even going into a housing market crash, there is ways of still making money on housing. There's no denying that. Real estate, I believe, is the best investment to grow wealth and to grow wealth fast, but really along with that, you need to have countermeasures in place to save your finances in case of a market downturn. All right. So if you guys want to take a look at that, I am pre-selling the course at $200. It's about half full of the lectures. Once the lectures all get in there in the next few weeks, we're going to be adding that price. I think it's going to go, well, I don't even know what it's going to go to yet. So, but anyway, I'm just letting you guys know about that. I thank you so much for watching. With that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.